Okay, so first what we're going to do is we are going to go over, sight words. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to write our new sight words down. Give me 1 second. Okay, so our first word is hungry. Rubbing our belly. Hungry. I am hungry. Fill my belly. Okay, I'm catching a lot of feedback from people. Make sure we're all on mute. Okay, don't forget that I record as well. Okay, next word. Okay, next word is the word build. Okay, and I'll write this better because the I kind of looks next to the U, but it's B-U-I-L-D, build. And for build, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like we're building Lego. So B-U-I-L-D, build. Building it up. Build. Or you could say, I'm building muscle. Ooh. Ooh. Firepower.
I'm building a ladder.
Build. Hey, build. Good, build. All right, next word is the word I'm going to have to rewrite all these. That's okay. Is the word port. Can everyone say port for me? Port. So like a port is like a area that you can like, I always think of like an airport. Okay, so like or like the port of, Valhalla or whatever. So it's like a shipping port. Say it again.
Gulfport.
So like a port is like, it's like typically a city or a place where like people like drop off items and stuff, like they unload. So like a shipping area is like a port. So like they often say the port of New York City. So it's like a place where you dock or you unload things, or sometimes like they say Ellis Island was a port because like that's where they would get like people who were immigrating from other countries. So a port. I'm not really sure what to do for a port, so thinking of a place as like a port is kind of like where you park. The only thing I could think of is that we go like this, and we park in our port, and we say P-O-R-T, port. What do you think, Zoe?
Well, didn't you say it's a place where you unload luggage?
Kind of.
Because we could like we're pushing it into somewhere.
Oh yeah, you could say like that's like you're taking it and taking it off and unloading something. Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah. So like something like where you're pulling up, you're docking, and then you're taking things and taking it out. Yeah, any of those motions. Good idea. Port. And the last word is the word own. Can everyone say the word own for me? Own. So own is like, I own my car. Okay, so like, or I have my own set of headphones. So it's something that relates to you that you possess. Okay, so like, I would say like own. Okay, I have my own shirt. O-W-N. Own. Okay, it's something you own. Okay. Those are sight words. I'll redo those. We are starting off the week talking about 2 different phonics patterns that say oi. Can you all say oi? Oi. Oi. Chips ahoy. mighty. Don't you dare destroy that stack of coins. I had so much joy building those stack of coins. How about next time instead you join me and we'll play a fun game with different toys. So, our first phonics pattern is there's a boy called Roy in Letterland who enjoys leaping over an O into Yellow Yo-Yo Man's sack. And Roy shouts, "Oi!" as he leaps. So everyone try it. Let's all leap together. Oi! 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 Okay, so as he leaps, he says oi, such as words like oi, boy. Can you say boy for me? Oi, joy. Joy, say joy for me.
Joy.
And oi, toy. Toy. So those are all OY words. Okay, remember this is just an intro today. Boy, joy, and toy. Then we also have OI. In a few words, you will find Roy playing his game with Mr. I. Then Mr. I pretends to be annoyed. And they really both enjoy making a noise. Oi! So they also make a noise together, and he pretends to be annoyed. Oi! 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 Can we all do that? Let's all pretend to be annoyed. Oi! 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 Such as words like oil, boil. Can you all say boil? Boil. Such as words like coin, coin. Coin. Can you all say coin? Coin. Good job. What about oil, foil? Foil, good. And what about join, join? Join, good job. That's right. We have boil, coin, foil, and join. And there's more, and we'll talk about them more tomorrow. Now, let me see real quick. Not in here. Oh, they are. Okay. So tomorrow we will read our OY and OI story. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here. All right. For our reading activity today, we are going to read the book Frederick by Leo Leone. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to describe cute little Frederick. And what kind of animal is Frederick? What kind of animal is he? Who could raise their hand? Alice, what kind of animal is Frederick?
Mouse.
He's a mouse. That's right. He is a mouse. Isn't he cute? Look at his ears and his tail. Oh my goodness.
He is so cute.
He's a cutie patootie. Yes, I said it. Okay. Okay. And we're going to come up with some words that we would use to describe cute little Frederick here throughout the story. Okay? So we're going to describe Mr. Frederick. Now, are we only going to focus on how Mr. Frederick looks on the outside? No, that's a great job. We're not going to only focus on the outside. We're also going to focus on the inside. That's right. Good job, Carson. That's right. The inside. Because we're going to talk about the way he feels, the way he thinks, things he says, and what he does, right? So different things he does in the story. Okay. Frederick. All along the meadow, where the cows grazed and the horses ran, there was an old stone wall. In that wall, not far from the barn and the granary, a chatty family of field mice had their home. But the farmers had moved away. The barn was abandoned, and the granary stood empty. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They all worked day and night, all except Frederick. They all worked day and night, all except Frederick. Frederick, why don't you work? They asked. I do work, said Frederick. I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days. What's one word you would use to describe Frederick right now? What's one word you would use to describe Frederick right now? What do you think, Gage?
Like lazy?
Maybe lazy. Because he's saying that he's going to gather the rays and he's not helping them collect any food. And when they saw Frederick sitting there staring at the meadow, they said, "And now, Frederick?" "I gather colors," answered Frederick simply, "for winter is gray." Is winter pretty gray and dull and dreary? Yeah, it is. So maybe he's doing, I don't know. And once Frederick seemed half asleep. "Are you dreaming, Frederick?" they asked reproachfully. But Frederick said, "Oh no, I'm gathering words, for the winter days are long and many, and we'll run out of things to say." The winter days came, and when the first snow fell, the 5 little field mice took to their hideout in the stones. Okay. In the beginning, there was lots to eat, and the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family. But little by little, they had nibbled up most of the nuts and berries. The straw was gone, and the coin was only a memory. It was cold in the wall, and no one felt like chatting. Who do you think's going to feel like chatting? Who do you think? Who do you think, Zoe? I saw you mouth it. Frederick. I bet you that's true. Then they remembered. When Frederick had said about sunrays and colors and words, "What about your supplies, Frederick?" they asked. Close your eyes, said Frederick, as he climbed on a big stone. Okay, ready? Close your eyes and listen. Now I send you the warm rays of the sun. Do you feel their golden glow? And as Frederick spoke of the sun and the warm rays, the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? So how would you describe Frederick right now? How would you describe him? Give me some ideas. What do you think, Zoe?
He's definitely a good thinker.
Yeah, he's good at speaking, right?
Smart.
He's smart. Ooh, love that one. He's smart. He's smart. What is that when you're good at chatting to people and you're good at reminding them about things and telling them things? Couldn't you say he's a good storyteller? Doesn't that make you feel just comforted, and it made the other mice feel comforted as well? He's a really great storyteller. Now this is all one word, but it's not going to fit. Storyteller. What else? What else we thinking? Gage, I saw you had your hand up. What were you thinking?
Helpful.
Ooh, helpful. So it kind of goes against his lazy, right? Because he is being helpful at this point. He's helping them feel warm. Anything else? Any other ideas? What do you think, Riley?
Let's see here. I forgot the question, but let me think of another one.
How would you describe Frederick? That's what we're doing.
Well, he is kind of smart.
Yep, exactly. We came up with that. He is kind of smart because he used the environment around him to kind of help his friends. And how about the colors, Frederick? They asked anxiously. Close your eyes again, Frederick said. And when he told them of the blue periwinkles and the red poppies and the yellow wheat and the green leaves of the berry bush, they saw the colors as clearly as if they had been painted in his mind. In their minds, sorry. As clearly as they had been painted in their minds. And the words, Frederick? Frederick cleared his throat and waited a moment. And then, as if from a stage, he said, Who scattered snowflakes? Who melts the ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? Who grows the 4-leaf clovers in June? Who dims the daylight? Who lights the moon? What do you notice about those words? Ice, mice, June, and moon. Those 2 sets of words, what do? They rhyme. That's right, Alice. I saw you mouth it, right? They rhyme. So could we say he's a good poet? He's a really great poet, right? He's really good at writing words and putting words together. We can even say poet or author. He's a really great author as well because he's kind of telling this story. 4 little field mice who live in the sky. 4 little field mice like you and I. One is the spring mouse who turns on the shower. Then comes the summer who paints in the flowers. The fall mouse is next with walnuts and wheat. And winter is last with little cold feet. Aren't we lucky the seasons of 4? Think of a year with 1 less or 1 more. When Frederick had finished, they all applauded. But Frederick, they said, you are a poet. See, we were right. He's a poet. He's a great storyteller. Frederick blushed, took a bow, and shyly said, I know it. So he was pretty shy as well. That's another character trait we could say, is he was pretty shy. So we went over all of these character traits today together because when you do your seesaw activity today, you are going to go ahead and you are going to describe Frederick to me throughout the story. So think about how he was throughout the story. Think of different things he did. If you need to, you can always come back to this video and rewatch. And this is what we went over. But I also want you to use your own words. So use your own words to describe him. What do you think? How do you think he is throughout the story? Okay, friends? I will see you all in math in about 20 minutes. Bye.